Have you ever been lost in the forest? I have, and it wasn't very fun. And I know what you're thinking. It can never happen to me. This video is just for some random people in the woods somewhere. But I'm going to tell you right now that it could happen to anybody. So let's go over exactly what you should do if you ever find yourself lost in the forest. This is episode number 34 of The Survivalist. I'm your host. I've been lost in the forest. It was one of the scariest things I've ever done. It was many years ago, and we were out camping with our 2 kids and my wife. We set up camp at Lake Tahoe in the Desolation Wilderness. We were there for 3 days, and we hiked up to a beautiful alpine lake called Gilmore Lake. And it was amazing. We stayed there for 2 nights, and then we had to head back. When we got back down from the lake to our original car, we found that someone had broken into the car and stolen all of our food, water, everything. All we had was a full tank of gas, which was a blessing, and our clothes on our backs and a little bit of cash. But we needed to get out of there because there were bears in the area, and they had obviously gotten used to humans and were not afraid of us at all. We packed up our stuff and we started driving towards Sacramento, where we were going to spend the night. It was about an hour drive, and about 15 minutes into the drive, we realized we didn't have any water, and we were going to have to stop and get some water. Well, lo and behold, there was no cell phone reception, so we couldn't use our phones for navigation or to call anybody and ask where we could stop and get some water. So we just started driving, hoping that we would come across some kind of store or a place that we could get water soon. But about 10 minutes passed, and we were starting to get a little bit nervous, and we were starting to panic a little bit because we were lost. And I was like, how can you be lost on a road? There's only one way to go. But sure enough, we ended up missing a turn, and we went too far, and we were completely lost in the woods. Now, it was only about 20 minutes that we were actually lost, but it felt like hours. And finally, we saw a sign for a campground. So we turned around and headed towards the campground. And lo and behold, there was a little ranger station. We stopped there and asked them if we could buy some bottled water from them, and we filled up on water, and we were able to continue our journey out of the woods and find a place to stay for the night. So we made it out okay. But I want to share with you exactly what you should do if you ever find yourself lost in the forest. And this is going to be step by step exactly what you should do. And I've broken it down into 60 minutes. That's how long it should take you to get yourself out of the woods if you are lost. In the first minute, stop, think, and observe. Stop wherever you are. Don't keep driving. Think about the situation. What is the problem here? The number one killer when you're lost in the woods is panic. So you have to stop that panic attack. Think to yourself, I am safe. I will be okay. I'm just going to take some time to assess the situation, and then I'm going to formulate a plan to get myself out of the woods. Once you've done that, look around and observe your surroundings. Try to recognize any landmarks that may help you figure out which direction you're facing. Try to recognize any man-made items. Anything that looks man-made means you're close to a road or a trailhead or something that can help you get out of the woods. Observe the sky and try to get your bearings. Is the sun shining directly in your face? Then you probably are facing west. These are things that are going to help you when you start your plan. In minutes 2 through 5, observe some more and remember that acronym: Stop, think, observe, plan. We just did the first part. Now it's time to plan. So take a few more minutes to look around. Look for those landmarks again. Also look for natural features such as the sun or the stars, the moon. These are all natural features that can help you get oriented. They can help you understand which way is north, which way is south, east, west. And once you've done that, make a plan. Which way do you want to go? You don't have to go very far. Just pick a direction and stick to it. If you don't see anything else, and you don't see any other trails or roads or anything like that, just decide on a direction and stick to it. Odds are you'll come across something, whether it be a road, a trail, a stream, and that's going to help you get out of the woods. In minutes 6 through 15, continue to walk, but now it's time to utilize the rule of threes. And the rule of threes says that you should only walk for 3 hours, then you rest for 1 minute. And I know you're thinking, you're crazy. I'm never going to do that. But if you're lost in the woods, this is what you need to do because you have to pace yourself. If you just keep walking without stopping, you're going to burn a lot of calories. You're going to burn a lot of energy. You're going to dehydrate yourself even further. You're going to exhaust yourself, and you may end up passing out. You may end up not being able to walk anymore, and you need to pace yourself. And this is the best way to do it. Every 3 hours, take a break. Rest for 15 minutes. Take a break. Drink some water. In minutes, 15 to 30, continue the rule of threes. Every 3 hours, walk, rest for 15 minutes, walk, rest for 15 minutes. But also build a lean-to. Now, you need to take that time while you're resting to start building a lean-to. A lean-to is just a simple structure that's going to help protect you from the wind and also keep you warm during the night. And there's several different ways that you can build a lean-to. You can build one out of sticks and branches. You can build one out of snow. You can find one that's already there. And it doesn't have to be a big structure. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. But it does need to be enough that it's going to protect you from the wind and keep you warm during the night. In minutes 30 through 45, continue the rule of threes, walk every 3 hours. Rest for 15 minutes, build your lean-to, but also ration your food and water. You need to eat and drink sparingly because you don't know how long you're going to be in the woods. You don't know how long it's going to take you to get out. And you need to pace yourself. So ration that food and water. But also during that time, you need to start a fire. A fire is going to help you cook food. It's going to help keep you warm during the night. It's going to help you boil water so that you can drink it. It's going to help you send a signal. All kinds of things that a fire can do to help you survive in the woods. So spend the time between 30 and 45 minutes getting that fire started. And in minutes 45 through 60, continue to walk every 3 hours, rest for 15 minutes, build your lean-to, ration your food and water, but now it's time to signal for help. You need to get creative here. If you have a whistle, blow your whistle 3 times, then 3 times, then 3 times. That's a standard distress signal. If you have a mirror, use the mirror to signal for help. Make sure that you're getting those 3 squares of food and 3 gulps of water every 3 hours. Continue to walk, rest, build your lean-to, signal for help, and most importantly, stay positive. I hope you never find yourself lost in the woods. I know it can be a scary situation, but if you ever do, I hope these tips will help you survive. Please share this video with your friends and family. Help them be better prepared as well. And thank you for watching. Stay safe. Stay warm. Be prepared.